I guess, when did you find out that you were getting called up?
Um, right after practice. Like practice was over at like 12, say maybe 12 o'clock, 12:05. We had a little film meeting, and then after that they told me.
This was like yesterday?
Yes.
So I don't know if you've seen the video, when Sunday Out of Games got called up, they had this video, they had like a hidden camera and stuff, and like there was like everybody started celebrating and stuff. What did the team do when you got called up?
Did my team do?
Yeah.
Well, we don't celebrate like that. I mean, because it's good for me, but I think they're kind of, because it's another transitional phase. They don't know if they're going to bring in a new guy. We're in first place, and they're doing well, but they're all happy. I mean, I came out, it's like when a guy gets called up, he goes into the coach's office.
Right.
And then he comes out, so something just happened. So everyone's kind of there, and then everyone sticks their hands out and says congratulations. So you know that when you go into the office, either you did something wrong in practice or you're about to leave, one or the other. So, but everyone congratulated me. Garrett's up in Houston, and he sent a message, and Antonio just went to Oklahoma City, and it seemed like everybody knew before I did. So I had messages from everybody, and I hadn't even known yet. So, but no, it's not like a big celebration. It's but everyone's happy for me. They want me to do well.
Go ahead.
You've been in DC for a little over a day now. What's your experience been so far with the organization in the city in your limited time here?
Organization's been great. City, haven't really, just DuPont Hotel and some pizza place that stays open late at night. But I got in about 1:30, and then as soon as I got in, I was hungry, and they said some pizza place was still open, and it was good. I'm probably going to get there again tonight. But organization's been wonderful.
Mike, you played in, I think, Kuwait last year. Can you talk about that experience? Like, what was it? I know you played in like China and Ukraine before, but was that even more of a culture shock than those other places, or was it just kind of over there to play basketball? What kind of experience did you have?
They're all different. It was extremely hot. I thought Vegas was hot when we went in that summertime for summer league, and there's no comparison. It was one of those things that you won't really believe someone, unless you go see it for yourself. People walking outside with umbrellas because the sand's all in there. So it was a good memory in Kuwait, and I actually went to Indonesia before I went to Kuwait for 4 or 5 days as well, and same thing.
Is that a situation where you try to get out and experience like the culture or the food, or is it just kind of like, all right, I'm over there to play basketball and concentrating on that?
Play basketball, experience the culture, maybe not the food. As long as I can find, usually all those places have a Pizza Hut or something like that, or some type of American restaurant. And then, being in China, I'm used to rice, so I can eat a lot of eggs and rice and be okay.
So why come back to the D-League after you played a couple years overseas? I mean, why come back?
This year, honestly, only because of the simple fact that it's like the stepping stone. I mean, it's closer. It's kind of overseas, kind of out of sight, out of mind. I think last year I may have had a couple opportunities, but over there, and then you have buyout clause and things like that. And I had talked to the guys at the Rockets before I was going to make my decision. They were like, "This is, they're playing well, and this is probably your best chance to get called up." And then I got called up by them, and after that, I had a couple more offers, good offers to go overseas. But I said that I would stay here, and if I ended up being under the whole season, ultimately, if I was, I would to win a championship, and then this worked out.
Right. What about the D-League do you think people don't really, a lot of people don't really know too much about how it works and, all this stuff. As someone who's played in it, what would you say, is something about the D-League that maybe people don't really understand?
They don't understand?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's tough. It's totally different. It makes you very grateful when you get the opportunity to play in the NBA. Travel is totally different. You're traveling on a regular flight. Probably gonna be sitting you could be a 6'11" guy and be sitting, in the back seat or right next to somebody in the middle seat, and they don't want to trade. They don't want to switch you, so you don't get the exit rows. You don't have the luxury of having, the extra leg room or the things that, the accommodation that you get on the NBA team lane. You're a normal passenger. And the per diem, as far as eating, basically spending your own money.
Really?
Yeah,
you don't even get your food money.
Nah, you get about like $35 a day, maybe. So
Really?
and that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You got to find a way to make it work. So it's tough. It's really your 9 to 5, but the thing that you do enjoy is you play games, and it's similar game format to the
Mhm.
NBA. You know, we've had a couple times we played 4 games in 5 days
Wow.
and things like that. The only difference is the travel. Right?
Mhm.
Got to travel on just the regular plane.
Right.
And the style of play in a deep league. I mean, I can't remember who recently said it, but they say it's more suited to prepare like a young player for the NBA. I mean, is that definitely the case versus going overseas and maybe just getting more money over there?
Yes, most definitely it is. It's a lot of teams like now are getting are affiliated, like the Rockets they bought the Rio Grande team, so they're 4 guys that they would send down. You work on the coaches take individual time to work on your different things, and you run their offense. So you get caught up there. You're a lot more familiar with things like that. So it's good for young players, but maybe if you're getting older and you did it for a while and you haven't went there, maybe if you want to get more money, it might be a better option to go overseas.
Now, you're the first D League guy I think this team has had in a few years. Does it surprise you sometimes that like some teams just really don't kind of either use it for development or kind of call people up or at all? I mean,
I try not to even think about it because at the end of the day, you can't control that part. So I think the guys that have gotten caught up, some have been good, in certain situations, and some it hasn't worked out as well. But I think the guys that actually get the opportunity are making the best of it. I remember Bobby Simmons. He got caught up, and now he did great for a while, and now he's not doing as well as he started out. So I mean, in certain situations, it's really good though, and it helps guys develop, and I'm pretty appreciative and thankful for all the help I've gotten from this, at least from the coaches on our team.
One last one for you. How'd you enjoy your PTA tonight with the fellas?
Oh, it was fun. It was exciting. I was amped the whole game, cheering. Ultimately, at the end of the day, whenever you get the opportunity, you're always grateful. Wanted to win. Got a little tip ball, got a little layup, so it felt good. So a little shocked the first half, getting in for a couple seconds, so it felt good. Got the little sweaty palms and the
Sure.
jitters that you get every game when you come in, and it was great.
Thanks a lot, man.
man, thanks a lot.
Appreciate